All right, what's on Twitter to? Yeah. I'm not going to pretend with the intro. I guess I could splice one in. But the Media Magazine, the Red Pill movement, aged like milk, and it's finally on its way out, and we're not mad about it. How much you want to bet this is going to immediately go for Andrew Tate? It's either going for Andrew Tate or Pearl Davis. Well, let's get in. All right. Well, to get into the article, while the Red Pill movement is on the way out from Evening Magazine by Andrea Mew. Byline, unsurprisingly, spouting off the same tired pseudo-intellectual mantras, it gets old. Let's get into it, and I have a feeling I'm right. Three, two, one. For a while now, it felt like the Red Pill movement had an inescapable grasp on all internet discourse. Worse, the movement transcended the confines of these little screens to spend too much time looking at, and men like Andrew Tate became all too easy bait for a tabloid buzz. Way to ruin your credibility in the first article. No wonder why Solo had to come out today and have to fly solo. Let's get back to it. But not even alpha males or their sycophants can triumph over the extremely short attention spans. The red pill movement aged like milk and is finally on its way out. We're not even mad about it. Your entire premise is Andrew Tate. Nothing says high value like human trafficking charges. Your entire movement is on Andrew Tate. I know I made this tweet earlier, but this is looking at a tree that's collapsed, a tree that's not even part of the forest, and ignoring the just ever expansive rain canopy that's just behind you. I'm not even gonna expose it. I'm just gonna keep going. Host proper fresh and fit Myron Gates. Walter Weeks. Oh, fresh and fit. That's new. That's new. That's like third person they go to when it comes to this. And it's just the whole bad life, which yeah, it's true. But notice, they never actually define what the red pill is or who the red pill is supposed to be. They just go for feds like Andrew Tate, Fred adjacent people like Fresh and Fit. I'm not saying they're feds, but I am saying that blue doesn't hurt blue, even if blue retired. That's all I'm saying. So I have a feeling if we just get Pro Davis in this, complete trifecta. All right, let's just keep going forward because this is getting ridiculous. One Twitch streamer and stripper spoke out in an interview with Mashable about how many self-proclaimed alphas actually hire sex workers and hang out with guys on boats if they're photographed, giving the illusion that women flock to these men. In fact, there are from trained women out there. Others allege that these alphas, like Myron Gaines, for example, use sugar daddy websites to elicit women, not compensate for those sugar allowances. You know what? They always go to these people. They always go to people who like to frosh and flatten everything and claim that's red pill. You know what they never go for? They never go for Sandman, that acronym about men leaving off into their own direction. They never talk about that monkey that flings his own poo everywhere. I wish I could say their name, but I'm putting this on YouTube so y'all can get the gist. I would link to it, but YouTube's also stopping you from linking directly to him. Follow me on X. I can link to him there. But it's never actually talking about it. They never talk about anybody like the Paleo Con who just thinks from a Christian perspective is still red pill. They never actually define what red pill is, just directly going after the most, as they say, tabloid buzzing. Never even talked to anybody with the red pill or why it appeals to people. It's like it was cool to dunk on feminists, but when you actually notice that there's quote unquote feminists on your side, that's when it becomes an issue. That's when they say, no, you're fine. You can't talk about these people. You can't talk about how Lauren Southern got knocked up by a Fed and then divorced him. And then she's an obvious example of why trad life it doesn't work. Anyway, let's get back. We're on the side, we'll get back to it. It isn't highly suspicious that some of the biggest names in the industry can't get a hold of a normal relationship. Yeah, because you have a kind of a. Oh, I was right. We did get the trifecta. Made a hat trick with both Pearl Davis. Her first name's Hannah. Yeah, that's something new to me. Like I said, I don't listen to Chris Burley things. I don't listen to Andrew Tate. I barely listen to Fresh and Fit, and it's not even their main show. It's really just the money stuff because they do have actual guests. I don't listen to them often. I just listen to guests on them now and again. But I'm just going straight to the fact that they go to that Pearl Davis. First name is Hannah, so she's a walking contradiction. But that's not exactly debunking the argument. How are traditional conservative women acting the same as feminists? They never actually argue. They actually go through the argument. They go directly after the person. They never go after the argument. They never actually see what the person is saying or why these ideas exist in the first place. It's like they only do that because it's what they think men are until men hurt their feelings and they just go vote with the Democrats. How do you vote left just because somebody said that the best way to stop abortion is to, actually arrest people who do it, including the woman, because she made the choice? Let's get back to this. The status of the manosphere industry seems to be rocky at best. Alpha influence brainchild entrepreneur, the Bull Evans. Who the hell is that? Who later under the host something called AlphaCon in St. Louis, St. Louis, Utah. Clip that. Go ahead. Recently, however, his company has received a whole host of allegations, fraud, and scams. Yeah, look at P-Way, who just wants to buy you soap and pheromones, and obviously it's a scam. It's like they just picked the most degenerate parts and say that's the red pill, and not actually questioning why is it so popular? Who's following this? Who keeps propping it up? Just the scams, just the ones who are just ones trying to get laid. Because let's face it, men want to get laid. It's no big deal. Men lose brain points. That's why women are kind of counterbalance to that. Back to the article. Some people reported invested 40,000 in this Alpha brand, but one individual tragically pointed over 85,000. Okay, that's just a dumbass. He deserves it. He deserves it. If you're going to do something like that, you deserve it. And this person, like I said, not red pill. This isn't even a no true Scotsman fallacy. It's just a straight up, they don't even define what the red pill is or who it is. They even display a literal cuckold like Sneeko as somebody putting it on for both Islam and the red pill. This is actually something I'm working on the pipeline. It's my letter to Christian apologists when it comes to the red pill on how to actually combat the red pill, because they never address the fact that people like Sneeko is a literal cuckold pushing Islam. No wonder why Christian apologists can't reach to it. Suffice to say, Sneeko didn't stand a chance against Strickland if it appeared the little anyway Sneeko was out from par with high tier natural not guys that eventually the solution was quick judge that lost. No duh. No shit, Sherlock. He's a literal cuckold. Of course he has a humiliation fetish. But let's just go back to what this track on has to say about escaping the manosphere. I'm just going to try to stick to the article this one. Humans are complex beings, neither man nor woman as predictable as the red pill movement makes us all to be. Just like our PA community fed into obscurity, the red pill community has a strict saturation, now the peak of decline. Look no further than the summer of the ex-red pill men and some women have their lives improved after freeing themselves from pseudo-intellectual manosphere toxicity. God, I'm going to get an aneurysm. I'm going to get an aneurysm. Help me, because I'm going to get an aneurysm. How do you acknowledge the fact of the P-Way community and also the red pill and try to make them different? It's the exact same people, exact same thing. What is the difference? That's why I think these people do not know what the red pill is. They just see one tree and just say, well, one example, and then they're all the same. It's like trying to say Mormons are Christian. They aren't. I mean, they have nothing. I mean, they say they do, but you look at the actual beliefs. They don't believe Jesus is God. They don't believe Jesus and the Father and the Spirit are three in one. So they aren't Christian, but let's get back to this. People out here are wrong. Guys like Road to Mossy, Michael Starr, and Fresh Effect helped me a lot. I listened to the podcast and teach me wisely. Did the exact opposite. This worked amazing well with one ex Red Pillar who credited Red Pill Gurus as an anti role model. I have a wonderful relationship with my girlfriend. We recently got engaged. So yeah, all this is just anecdotal evidence of people claiming to leave the red pill, but they never actually get the red pill right in the first place. They never got the assignment. And it's just, I'm going to end this with this closing thoughts. The truth of the matter is that while the red pill movement is on its way out, this subset thinking seems cynical, and I predict it will reemerge with a new branding just like any old grip does. Your best protection from the toxicity. Stay grounded in the real world and guard your heart against people who see the world through monochromatic lenses. You deserve nothing less than to spend time with men who affirm your inherent value as a human being and show you true respect and kindness. You say all that, ignore the red pill, and ignore some basic red pill truths because that's kind of the default for men. In fact, a lot of men who are on the red pill, they say who hurt you because that's sort of true. A lot of men were hurt because they were saw women as human beings and tried to treat women with true respect and kindness at first. They just got stabbed in the back. They realized it's easier to get laid than it is to try to treat women with kindness and respect. So that's one major aspect of the red pill when it comes to just the behaviors and interaction between men and women. It's easier to get laid now than it is to actually treat women with respect. Because you treat women with kindness and respect, they don't like you. You really do want to just be there, but it doesn't work out that way. Sorry for ending this raw. I wish I could end this with a joke, but this is Solomon Knight. Over and out.